All right, what is going on, guys? Iridium here, and wow, it's been a long time since I made one of these videos. I'm holding my mic because I want good audio and I don't want camera audio. So here we are. Set up behind me. Let's do this 40,000 subscriber question and answer video. But before that, I just want to thank you guys for 40,000 subscribers. It's a big number for me, I'd say. I mean, it's a big number in general, but my channel kind of died at like 20,000 subscribers when I was making Rocket League content. I don't really know what happened, to be honest. I think I just wasn't really aware of what I was doing, how YouTube works really. And since Valorant came out, it definitely gave me that second chance and like second wind to grind for it. So it just feels good to actually hit like double that number since Valorant's been out and Dodger's playing with toys. So anyways, I did promise we'd do a 40,000 subscriber question and answer video, and I asked on Twitter and in my YouTube community tab for you guys to ask me questions, and I would answer them in this video for you. So I'm going to try to get through all of them. But before it starts, as always, got to do the call to action. So if you guys have not hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and liked the video yet, you're missing out. You're missing out on helping yourself and helping me. So I would do that if you haven't already. And while you're at it, if you want to watch me play Valorant live, I know I'm not playing it right now, or there's no gameplay in this video, but if you have not checked out my Twitch stream, I stream every single day except for Wednesdays and Sundays. I would love to have you guys there. I have so many people coming in daily saying that they're from YouTube, and I'd love to see you there too. So to start, I will start with the questions from the YouTube people, and then we'll go to the Twitter people, and then that'll be it. It'll be easy, and we'll just go down the line. It might be fast, it might be slow, but here we go. Wow, that rhymed. Also, before I get into the first question, I feel like it'd be a sin to not show Dodger in this video, so let me just put the mic down and show you guys the dog. Oh my gosh. Oh, can't see him. Oh. Oh. Boy. Oh. Okay, this is no particular order. We're just starting in the first question I see. We're going down the line. So, first question is from Zickwill, and he's asking, would you like a Naruto agent in Valorant where his C ability is Shadow Clone, then his Q is like a punch or something, his E ability is a Rasengan, and his X ability is Sage Mode? That'd be cool. So he'd be like a duelist, another duelist. I don't really know if I'd see Riot collabing with like brands for characters, but you never know. That'd be cool. Next question is from Squall. He's asking, I was thinking of starting a YouTube channel and I would play a lot of Valorant, so what type of content should I go for to start with? Valorant. Oh, I see. Montages, live streams, or something else. By the way, I love the content. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I will do. This is a good question. A lot of people don't really know what to start with on their YouTube channel, but just niching it down as much as you can is always a good thing. So you've already niched it down to Valorant specific, and then try to niche it to something else. Like for me, I do like the not really speed runs. That's kind of like a Keo thing, but like I do the series where I take one gun and try to get to a specific rank with it. Like right now we're doing Sheriff to Diamond. I did Odin to Immortal, and maybe start with something like that. But I think if you're trying to grow, the first thing you should focus on is definitely getting your videos in search. And I think one of the best ways to do that is with tutorials, like how to do something, like how to take B-Site and bind or something like that. I would start with tutorials, and then you can throw in montages and stuff here and there, whatever you want. But it shouldn't just be like Twitch highlights 1. No one's gonna watch your Twitch highlights 1. Like you're not Tim the Tatman, you're not Shroud. It's no offense to you. No one's gonna watch mine either. But that's just how it is. You have to start with something that'll appear in search and something that's niched down as much as possible. Third question is from Liam. He's asking, what type of new gun would you want to see Riot implement in Valorant? I don't really think I could see another gun coming in. Maybe I don't really remember if they said they'd add more guns later on. I know like Counter-Strike hasn't added a gun in a while. I think the last one they added was probably like the MP5 or something. If I was gonna pick anything, it would probably just be like another like SMG / rifle kind of thing. I really think the guns are fine right now though. Next question is from DizW on 60 Hertz. He's asking, I'm currently a Valorant low FPS player. If I play on blah 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 blah. He's basically asking, can you go pro with low FPS? Yeah, sure. You don't have to be you don't have to have the best equipment to go pro. It definitely helps to have like a 240 hertz monitor if you can, get good frames. But I'm sure there's plenty of stories out there of people that started on a terrible PC and then eventually they'll upgrade it through, I don't know, doing chores. Like if you want to get the money, you can get it. Like just go do some chores, go mow someone's lawn. I know that's like the typical thing for everyone to say, but just save up, buy a better PC in the future, but you can still get that experience through playing in low FPS. And if you think about it, if you're able to play at high level on a terrible PC, just think of how insane you'll be when you actually get the same equipment as everyone else. Next question is coming in from Alex. He's asking tips to improve game sense / how to be more consistent / the most efficient way to practice. I have a ton of videos on these kind of things. If you want to go check those out, 5 tips to do this. I have like a 5 tips that got me immortal. I have my how I got from gold to diamond video, and a bunch of other ones that like how to help you rank up and stuff. But I think the biggest things are that everyone says also, just to watch pros, man. Watch pros and study your gameplay and compare it. What are they doing in similar situations to you and what you're doing in those situations? And I think with consistency just comes comfortability, just being comfortable in a specific area, whether it's a specific area on a map, a specific agent. If you have a specific map and an insane setup on that map, like with Killjoy, just pick Killjoy and Breeze, hold B site with your insane toaster setup. I don't really know, but I think consistency comes from preparation, but also just being comfortable with what you're playing, which will in turn come from being prepared. And an efficient way to practice is just whatever works with your schedule, man. I don't know, like if you do better after warming up for 30 minutes beforehand, like with aim labs or going to deathmatch for like 30 minutes, do that every single time. And then maybe at the end of your day of playing, if you're really trying to get better and study your gameplay, at the end of your day after playing ranked, go into a private match, custom game, work on specific areas that you may have sucked at in your ranked games in that custom game. This next question comes from Blue Oranges. What cool ability would you like to see added into Valorant? I'd like a 1 block wide stage wall that is super strong. I think that'd be pretty cool. I kind of want a mixture of like Yoru and Jet, I would say. I'd say the best way to describe this is I want something like Minato's kunai from Naruto. If you know, Minato has this kunai thing, actually, which is my tattoo, which I'll show you guys. This sick kunai thing. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know, something I just thought of would be being able to throw something like a kunai or something, or some sort of weapon of some sort into a wall and be able to teleport to it. But I know we already have like a couple people that can teleport, like Omen and Yoru. But I like to see something like that. Someone that can like kind of blink between a bunch of different areas. But I know that gets really annoying, but that's the first thing that popped into my head. I don't really, to be honest, I really don't think about what other agents could be into Valorant because I just kind of let Riot do their thing. But I'll give it some more thought now. Next question comes in from Cedric, and he's asking, do you have goals when you warm up in the practice range or deathmatch? Yes, actually. Ideally, in the practice range, I like to at least get 20 bots on hard before I move on to deathmatch, which is my next warm-up. I don't know, it's just like a small goal / thing, knowing that I'm ready and I'm like snappy enough, warmed up enough somewhat with my aim. And then in deathmatch, ideally my goal is just to win at least one. And maybe if I need to work on a specific area of a specific map, I just have to get lucky enough to get that map in deathmatch, and then I'll just go to that specific area, like it's maybe C on Haven. I'll just stay there the entire time and just fight everyone that I see, whether they're just spawning or they're like crossing down long or from garage or whatever. So yeah, then I will hopefully win one, and then I like to play at least 3 death matches before I get into a game. Next question is from Cloudy. He's asking, what job do you have as well as YouTube and Twitch? I am a barista at a specialty coffee shop. Oh man. My throat is so dry. Oh, good thing I have G Fuel. Good thing I can clench my thirst and my palate and my gullet with a nice, beautiful top up of G Fuel. If you guys want some, you can get the new flavor actually that's coming out today as this video is going up. It's like an orange creamsicle flavor. Use code Iridium at checkout for 10% off all the time, 30% off sometimes. Thank you. Anyways, back to the question. I'm a barista at a specialty coffee shop. I'm a really sweaty coffee nerd. I love coffee, so it's a really awesome job that I have. And I don't know, I started that job almost 2 years ago, and I've really just loved and grown to love specialty coffee. So you can, if you want coffee, if you have coffee questions or want to talk about coffee, come through the stream. I always love talking about coffee, teaching people about good coffee. It's not just a quick caffeine hit to the veins, which it is, which is really awesome about coffee, but you can also get some really awesome flavors and switch up your cup of coffee instead of just putting in your K-cup and getting a boring cup. You can enjoy it. So that's my job. Next question coming in from Vans, and he's asking, does crosshair really matter in Valorant? If it does, what type would you prefer? Yes and no. I I would say it's all personal preference at the end of the day, but I think a smaller crosshair is better in Valorant. I think that's just because you can't spray as much in Valorant. In Counter-Strike, you could kind of get away with the larger crosshair with your spraying, but in Valorant, you don't really want to spray that much at all. You want to be like 3 to 4 round bursting everyone, unless you're like really close to them. And yeah, if you guys want my crosshair, it's 1.213 inner lines. Outline is like 0.838 opacity, and it's green. That's it. I also have a whole settings video if you want to check that out, or come to the stream again and just type !crosshair. So I think it does matter, but it really doesn't. Next question from Golden 2010 Boy. Will you be making any Halo videos when that game comes out? No, sorry. I'm just I'm a Valorant sweaty boy here. I do play other games, but I won't be making content on those games. Sam Gaming says, no questions, no cap. I love you. Much love, man. Thank you. Question from some name I can't read. What's your opinion on the current state of Valorant ranked? This has been a pretty bad season for me. I haven't been able to play as much as I got to last season just because work's picking up a lot at the coffee shop, and I've been scheduled a lot and things are going on there. But regardless, I feel like I have lower quality games this season. I don't know if it was the fact that everyone started Diamond 1, because I went from Immortal to D1 and now I'm stuck D2, and I can't really get back. I know I can, but it's just in general, the quality of games have been a lot lower than last season. I think it's never going to be perfect, and they're going to, tweak it as much as they can each and every season. I don't know if that means more of like an MMR reset or less of an MMR reset, or just keeping the same rank you were at the start of a new season, or what. But I'm excited to find out, and I will support whatever they're doing as long as it's not stupid. Next question from Joshua. Do you have any ideas why I should add to Valorant? Like I said earlier at the gun question or the agent question, I really don't think about that much. There's maybe like a few minor like quality of life things that would be kind of fun, like a bind to switch your gun hand, kind of like Counter-Strike does for like swinging specific angles. I've thought about maybe adding like a buy bind, like being able to click a button and have a full loadout. But the buy menu in Valorant's so easy, it really doesn't matter. And I think like movement courses would be pretty fun, like a KZ or a surfing thing. But again, I wouldn't want Valorant to completely copy Counter-Strike, but I guess a game mode like something like that would be really fun. Let me know in the comments what you guys think they should add. I've had like so many questions on what they should add and I don't know. All right, so my camera died between the last question and this one, so here we are a little bit later answering the next question. Here we are. It's from Masteroid. Which do you prefer, Vandal or Phantom, or both, and why? For me, it personally kind of depends on where I'm playing, how I'm feeling that day, but statistically, I think the Phantom is better. Just based on the fact that it's more bullets. The reset time is faster. The first bullet accuracy is more accurate. There's no tracers when you're spraying through smokes. You can't hear it past 40 meters. And it can still one-shot headshot at certain ranges, and you're not always playing long range angles, which is why it kind of depends again on where you're playing. But if it's like breeze on attack for a specific example, I would probably go Vandal. But if it's like bind, I'll play a Phantom. But statistically, I believe the Phantom is better. Real Black Dragon asks, how long have you been playing FPS games for? Like sweaty tryhard mode FPS games I've been playing for probably like 3 to 4 years, I would say. Probably closer to 3. But obviously, like I feel like everyone's first game these days was like COD 4 or something, or like first FPS game was COD 4 or something. So, which was mine. My first FPS game I ever played was COD 4. And then he also asked, how can I consistently improve? And it kind of goes back to those previous questions, just finding a comfortable, repetitive warm-up routine or practice routine that you can get to constantly just get that information into your head and solidify it. Also, sleeping a good like 7 hours every night will help you retain that information. VG Yugi asks, I don't know if Yugi, probably Yugi. When do you play Renault over Jet? Depends on the map for me, pretty much. If it's like Haven, I don't know, I just play Renault better there. Split, I'll play Renault. It just really depends on the map. There's nothing really, deciding factors other than maybe I can opt more with Jet, or honestly, I'll Odin with a Renault in a specific area, like Haven specifically, or Split. Just minor little things that'll change who I play. Or if someone insta-locks your Jet, I'll play Reina, vice versa. All right, for the last 4 questions on YouTube, here we are. We got from Matthias, or Matthias. Some people pronounce it differently. I don't freaking know. What are your favorite agents from every agent type? Duelist, Jet, Controller, probably Astra. Initiator is going to be Sky. Sentinel is... I don't play her, I'd say Killjoy. I think I got all those right. Sometimes I confuse which agents are in which category, but I think I got them right. Next question from Cheyenne. I think that's how I say it. Whoa, this is gonna be hard to read. Why do you play Valorant? You know that by Minecraft you can get more popularity, and also I'm hard stuck iron. Can you give tips and suggestions? I don't really care about gaining popularity. I just play what I want to play. Minecraft's great. If I could honestly play one game for the rest of my life, it'd probably be Minecraft, dude. Just ever-growing world, you know, just the vibes, the memories. Hard stuck iron. Can you give tips, suggestions? Just look up videos, man. I mean, play more. And watch videos, watch my videos. And then the last question in the YouTube comments, actually not four, there was a third comment that just said 40K woo woo from Beaky. Thank you. And then the last question is from Domi or Dami. He asks when my birthday is, and it's February 17th, 1997. So I am 24. Moving off of the YouTube questions, going over to the Twitter questions for the final little bit of this video. All right, going again from top to bottom here, we go starting off with Maddox. I think these are more like personal questions, maybe. This first one opening from Maddox is, what was your first car that you bought, and was it your dream car? And if not, what is your dream car? First car I had was a Chevy Blazer. I don't remember what the year was. It was not a new one, that's for sure. It was old. Then I got a Mitsubishi Eclipse, the 2G or 3G one, not the 2G. Then from there I got an Acura RSX Type S, and now I have a Subaru WRX, the 2011. Next question from Quakes. After completing Sheriff the Diamond, what ideas do you have for your next series? I think it's going to be Guardian to Immortal, but again, I'll do another poll when this one is done to see what you guys want to see. Next question from Meister. What is your best advice to someone aspiring to be a pro streamer, and how do we get better to put us in that position? It goes along with what I said earlier with the person that asked about their YouTube channel. Try to niche it down to as much as you can. If you're trying to be a streamer, know that Twitch is not a discoverability platform. You have to bring people from other areas like YouTube or like Instagram or Twitter, but YouTube's definitely the best place. Also, like TikTok's really good too. Bring people from those social medias that you can actually be discovered on through like searching, and then plug your Twitch, which is why I literally plug my Twitch in the beginning of every video, because it brings people from here to there instead of people having to scroll super far down to see me and like 30 viewers on Twitch, which is actually really good. I know I don't take that for granted. Believe me, I used to be at one viewer for forever. Just using other platforms to bring people to your stream is a very good idea, but just finding a consistent schedule, posting what you want to post, but also making sure you're happy with it, and it's niched down as much as you can. Next, like 3 or 4 questions coming in from Mina. Asks, what's my favorite food? Probably like Chipotle, man. Just a nice Chipotle and a Coke, like a cold Coke, man. It's so good. My foot size is like, I think I wear like a 9.5 in Vans, and that's pretty much the only shoe I wear. I have like a 9 in Air Maxes. Third question from Mina is, what car do you have? Because I definitely don't know what car you have. Yeah, I have a WRX, Subaru WRX. And next question coming in from Fresco. How did you find motivation to stream before you had a consistent audience and a community? I made a habit of every time that I was playing a game at all on my computer, I would be streaming it. And I just liked it, even if it was just myself there in the stream. I don't know, even if I was just pretending to stream to 1,000 viewers, which is a great thing to do, pretend you're streaming, just like talk about your gameplay, talk about what you're thinking. I don't know, I just wanted to build that community, and just having the habit of streaming every single time I was playing a game, no matter if I was actually talking in the background or not, just kind of motivated me more, because eventually you get those random people that do find your way in, and it motivates you a little bit more. You're like, wow, people can actually come through here, whether it was from my YouTube at the time or from just scrolling down to the bottom. Rodrigo Rui, I'm not really sure how you pronounce that, Rye or Roy. Rye. Best and worst video game moments of your life. Best one was definitely playing in Twitch Rivals with Shroud, Skadoodle, Nothing, and Steel. That was insane to be chosen by Shroud, even though I kind of botted it up in the aiming portion of things. So like, if you guys missed that whole Twitch Rivals event, basically it was me and a bunch of other streamers and a bunch of other people that were way more insane than I was. Ethos was in there, and a few other insane gamers and aimers, but Ethos probably being the most notable one. We started with a hard bot challenge where like we would get the most hard bots we can within like 10 minutes, and I think I was like second to last. And then at the end of all those games and like the events, the Shroud and some other big streamers would pick their 5th for their team, because they had already picked 3 other people to be on their team, and then Shroud luckily picked me to be on his team, and then We played in the whole GlitchCon Twitch Rivals thing for Valorant, and it was insane. We got second, and that was the event where I like 4K'd C9 with a deagle, and I killed 10s with the it was sick.
Got 1 and 2. Got 1 more mid. Flashing mid.
On the 2. I got what?
Oh my gosh. That was my best gaming moment. Worst, probably my worst gaming moment. Nothing that I did specifically, but it's just really sad that Islands of Nine, with the greatest battle royale game, whether you know it or not, just kind of went out of development. That's probably the worst gaming moment because it was at such a high. The stream was owning. Everyone was having such a great time. There was a big tournament going on, and I think we were winning that tournament too, the team that I was on at the time. You know, the day ended pretty badly with like servers freaking out, and then that just went downhill for the entire game. But it was such a great time. Met amazing people through that whole thing. Next question coming from Dean. Hey, Iridium, who has been your biggest inspiration for doing YouTube and Twitch? It all started actually for me. This isn't really my inspiration now, I guess, but the reason I started, and I don't even know how I stumbled onto Twitch, but I was watching Soda Poppin', and I was watching him play Until Dawn, and it was like right when the game came out. Everyone was streaming like full playthroughs, and I literally sat in his stream for like 6 hours or so and watched him play the entire thing. And I just like seeing the community and everyone reacting to what he was reacting to at the same time. It felt like we were all like there in like a crazy huge living room gaming and just watching him play and like reacting, and just seeing his community and everything really motivated me to want to build that and entertain people like he was entertaining everyone in chat. And then from there, probably Shroud was like one of my biggest inspirations, just with like to couple such a chill stream, a chill person, and insane gameplay all in one. That's kind of what I want in my stream. Next question from Stu 5000 Shuck Daddy himself. Over the past 5.5 years, who can you say has been the biggest influencer, whether it be an influencer for streaming or just your everyday life? Probably Shroud, going back to like influencer wise, coinciding with the last question. All right, next question coming in from Connor is, if you won the lottery, what 3 cars would you buy first? And I don't think I would go with any like luxury cars or anything. I'm not like a luxurious car guy really, but I'd probably go with like a Porsche GT2 RS, a Nissan Skyline GTR, R34 GTR, and then like a Supra or something, like an OG Supra. What's your go-to, or who's your go-to streamer right now? Sorry, I can't read. I don't really have much time really to just like sit and watch streams because I'm either making a video, working, or streaming myself. But when I do have time, and you know, people are live, I'll just kind of skip through a bunch of different people. But if I had to sit down, if I do sit down in anyone's stream for a little bit, it's probably Game Faces. So, and then last question from Connor is, favorite G Fuel flavor? It's got to be peach mango. I don't know if you can get it anymore. They might be like releasing it again later down the line. I do not know, but it was so good. It's just peach mango vibes. I don't know why they're not doing it anymore. Next question from Xenon. What's the most embarrassing thing you have done / has happened in your life? I don't really have any notable things that really embarrassingly happened to me a lot. I feel like whenever something embarrassing happens to me, I just kind of laugh it off and don't really take it that seriously because I feel like I embarrass myself all the time on stream. But whenever people ask me this question, I always remember one situation back when I was probably like 12 or 13 years old. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen the show Extreme Makeover Home Edition before. It was an old show where this like group of like people would basically get, you know, they would go to some family that's like having a rough time, rough story, and they like build them a new house pretty much. And they were doing one of those in a city like 30 minutes away from me. My dad had connections with the company that was building the new house, so we got to go and like hang out in the like VIP tent area or whatever. And basically I like slipped and fell in front of everyone, and that's what I remember. I felt like it was really embarrassing at the time, but now it's funny. Next question coming from Tom. When's the next Rocket League tutorial? Unfortunately, never, probably. But you never say never, never know. I don't know. But it seems like right now Rocket League's taking a fat nosedive in the ground. All right, final person asking a question here for this video is Rachel. Do you find it overwhelming working at a coffee shop and streaming? Question mark. And there's another question after that, but I'll answer this one first. It can be at times when I'm scheduled a lot at the coffee shop and then having to come home and then later than I would start my stream, and then start my stream late, and then have to make a video after that. And then I'm up till like 3 a.m. and then have to work at 5:30 in the next morning. So if I'm getting scheduled crazy like that, then it's really overwhelming. But that's not too often. That'll maybe be like a few off weeks here and there. But usually my schedule's pretty chill, and it's going back to that right now. So it's not really overwhelming right now. And next question and final question from Rachel. Do you have tips for those who struggle with anxiety or pressure during games like Valorant? And yes, I do. It all comes down to just repetition in like specific situations that make you anxious or nervous, which is, something, for example, is like some people's like first rank game and like Iron or whatever, and they're like a crazy overtime 1v2 situation, and you're like, holy frick, everyone's gonna hate me if I don't clutch this up. And that is, everyone's going to feel the same exact way in that situation when they first start. They're going to really be anxious and nervous. They're not really going to know what to do. They're probably going to make dumb decisions. But if you know what you need to do in those situations, like if it's a 1v2, what you want to do is separate those two people into two 1v1s and then kill them one off, by one off, instead of swinging into the both of them and getting sprayed down. But if you just focus on what you need to do and do that, and you die, like, you give it your best shot at what you need to do, and then if you end up doing it and then winning, then you're sick and just poggers. But in the end of the day, it all just comes down to repeating that and doing it over and over again, and then you'll eventually desensitize yourself to that, and then you'll be chilling. So that's gonna do it for all those questions. Thank you guys so much for asking questions. Thank you guys so much for 40,000 subscribers. I have no idea how long this video is going to be. I don't even know how many questions I answered, but I hope I did answer the question that you guys asked. Unless you asked some weird questions. I know I left some out. I know you guys know who you are, but I did at least answer everyone, I think, once at least. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for all hanging with me. I'm super blessed to have this opportunity to make awesome videos for you guys and stream to you guys. So again, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Come to the Twitch stream over at twitch.tv/Iridium. We'd love to have you guys there. We're going to end this video off. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. And on that note, ta-ta for now.